My name is Tanya, and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 different things that you can do to easily change up your style. Let's get started. Number 1, your bangs. You can do a few different things with your bangs to completely change up your style. One is wear them away from your face, and you can do this a few ways. One way is to use clips, of course, and the other way is to literally direct your hair back as you're blow drying. Now, this may be challenging and it may take you a few times to do that to train your hair to go back instead of come forward, but you can easily do that. And you can do that by creating curtain bangs like this, one on each side, or having one bang come all the way over. It's the way you blow dry that's going to count here. So you can add a little mousse if your hair is a little troublesome and you need it to force it to go a different direction. Using a round brush can really help to direct this hair over and pull it over to the side. But you want to do that while you're blow drying your hair from a wet state. And that will help you get more control of your bangs. So you can switch it to the right or switch them to the left. Or as I said earlier, you can pull them back or you can blow dry them completely back and into the rest of your hair. Here is tip number 2. Adding layers. Adding layers doesn't have to be a huge process. It can be as simple as making a few snips here and there to add some volume to the top, volume to the sides, or volume to the sides and partially the back. And I have a great video on how to add a few casual layers. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind if you choose this option to change up your style is to make sure you don't put a lot of layers in. We're talking very minimal layers. So if you go to your hairdresser, the thing you want to tell them is you want long, cascading, very minimal layers. And make sure they understand what you're saying. You're saying, I don't want you to cut my main body of my hair off. I want you to just to take the top part, and I want you to add a few gentle cascading layers to the front of my hair. But long layers is the key. That's what you want to ask for. Subtle, long layers. And you can choose to just have them put it here in the front. You can even specify how much hair to take off. I want to add a few subtle end layers to the front of my hair to frame my face, and I don't want any more than 1 inch removed. And this will communicate well to your hairdresser or stylist so that they give you the layers that you want. Another great point about going this route is if you only take off 1 inch, it's only going to take you 2 months to get that back. So it's not a long commitment, but it can certainly change up your style. Tip number 3, you can take 1 inch to 2 inches off your hair. I would think 2 inches, if you have 2 inches to take off, will give you a different look. A lot of times you see me cut my bob and I've grown it down to here and I come up to here, 2 inches, and what a difference, right? So totally can make you look different, give you a different feel, different vibe, especially as we move through spring and come into summer. Taking off that extra weight can really help. Here's tip number 4. On tip number 4, you can either go straight if you're more curly or wavy, or you can go wavy if you're more straight. Either way, you're going to change it up by wearing your hair differently. I recently had a hairdresser tell me that she loved the fact that my hair was sleek and smooth. So I think she was considering herself actually wearing her bob instead of wearing it with waves in it to actually wear it smooth. So something like that can completely change up your look. So if you are one of my silver sisters out there who has very curly, tight hair, in order to get that look, you're going to have to blow it out with a smooth brush, something preferably with a flat head like this if you have longer hair. And you're going to want to use a flattening iron, and you're going to have to use one that you can get up to a higher heat setting. This one will not damage your hair. I've shown this on my channel many times. This is the Conair Infinity Pro. I think it goes up to 380 or 400 degrees. So for those of you who have hard to straighten hair, this will be the tool, and it won't burn your hair, and nor will it affect your gray hair color. And it goes up to 30, so it has an adjustment right here. And so going from curly hair to straight hair can change your look entirely, and I'm sure you'll get some compliments on it. If you already have bone straight hair, you can add a few layers to it or curl it. Even if it's all one length, it will still curl. I do have a video on that, and I can put it down in my description box below for you. But adding a few curls to the side will completely change the look of your bob or your lob. Or even if you are one of my sisters out there who has shorter hair, you can still play around with straight and curly and see which one you like best. And then you can also choose something that's right in the middle of the road, where it's not too curly, it's not too straight, but it's kind of wavy in the middle. That might give you some cool options as well. My fifth tip is using clips and combs to change your hair. Now, I did do a video on this. I've done a few videos on this. It's so easy to change what your hair looks like. Now, I generally wear a clip here because I don't like hair falling in my face. And so that changes my hairstyle, and I'm going to pull this down so you can see what this looks like. If I don't wear the clip, see how much different that looks? It just completely changes the look of this hair. It gives it a more A-line look. As this hair starts to fall forward, it changes the look entirely. But if I take it like this and I put it up in a simple clip away from my face, then I get more of a straighter look here on the sides. Also, if you use a claw clip, you can change that as well. If I grab my hair, most of all of it right here, and I put it up and twist, give it a little twist here in the back and push it forward, I can also create the height with one of these clips. And you see how that height stays in there? That also can transform your look instantly. Look at how that just lifts everything up. It gets the hair out of my face, but it also gives me some height up there. So that is something that you can do. And the key here is to get the right type of clip. So you want one that has a tight grasp, not too large and not too small. So something that's going to work with your hair. So for those of you who have very thick hair, you're going to need a bigger clip. For those of you, my fine-haired sisters, you're going to need something smaller. And for those of you in the middle of the road, something like this will work just fine. And you can buy really pretty ones at Ross Dress for Less or Marshall's or TJ Maxx. They have great deals on stylish clips and barrettes that you can wear with your beautiful gray hair. I like to choose colors that go with gray hair, so I'll buy something like in the pearlescent family, or like this. This is another really super classy option and goes great with gray hair. At any rate, play around with your hair, see what you like. All of these things may not work for you. Some may work, some may not work, but there are my tips for you today. I hope that's helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching as always. Click subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos, and click like if you like this content, and we'll catch you next time.